1, 2, 3, big round of applause for Harry Wright!
Thanks. Just come from work, by the way, I'm not straight. As a gay man with autism, though, I do like big butts, and I cannot lie. I found out I was autistic when I was a kid. And I went on to university and got an email from someone on the welfare team that said, to all those with autism, Asperger's syndrome, and other autism spectrum conditions, please come to a meetup on Wednesday and make new friends. Thought that's a great idea. Let's put a subset of people who famously don't like new situations and unfamiliar environments in a massive room with 25 to 50 strangers. I went to this and I was the only fucker there. I can only assume everybody else was scared away by the potential numerical inaccuracy of the numbers 25 to 50. If you're going to try to get autistic people to socialise, at least give us some prime numbers to be going on with. So, I did a charity gig for the National Autistic Society recently, and I noticed that there's a lot of autistic people in the crowd, and everybody had been given a sticker to wear that said, I do/I don't wish to be interacted with. I thought, fuck me, at least guide dogs get for a sign saying, please don't touch me, I'm working. This geezer came up afterwards, though, and he said, oh, you don't look very autistic to me, you must be quite mild. I'm not a corner. No. People often ask me what it's like being autistic and what my mind is like. Now, you know how sexist geezers say, oh, I don't know what women are going on about? That's how I feel about everybody constantly. For example, there's this girl I work with that's 18, and she doesn't know what Easter is. Right, she wasn't from a religion that doesn't celebrate it. She'd just never properly been taught the Easter story. So I said to her, think of it like Craig David. You know, met a girl on Monday, took her for a drink on Tuesday, nailed to a cross on Friday, and rose on Sunday. But she was too young to have heard of 7 Days by Craig David. Craig David's really disappointed me, man. I read recently in the paper that he was a Conservative Party voter. Now, that's not my views at all, but Will Young is still sound, and I think it's not too bad when one of your first two wanks still has good politics 10 years on. Now, that works in two ways, because firstly, we've all cracked one out of a Will Young. And secondly, I am 26, it's me subtly admitting I didn't start till I was 16, so thanks to everyone. I'm dating a trans boy, a transgender boy, and he wants to make relationships sexual. And I didn't want to be transphobic or hurtful to anybody at all, or say the wrong thing, but I've never been with anyone without a dick before. So I said to him, you know, I don't know what to do. And he goes, oh, you don't need to worry about that. He goes into his pants drawer, right, and gets out this plastic penis. Funny that, 'cause that's where I keep mine as well. You know, and he puts it on, and we start sort of doing what we do. That's how what sex looks like, by the way, in case anyone's unaware. You know. And then at one point he goes, oh, I want you to suck it. And I was like, ooh, I think I've got to now. So I'm sort of bent over like a hag at worship, sort of taking it up onto my mouth like the world's worst chupa chup. And I'm struggling a bit, it's huge. I'm sort of like foaming from both sides like a fitting dog. And then he feels that I'm enjoying this, and he says, oh, I'm too big for you, I'm too big for you. It's like, babe, no, you just taste of polyurethane. Now, I don't know if you've ever encountered a plastic penis in the wild, but any penis like us in will tell you, you know, the whole point of it is this beautiful bodily thing, you know, it starts soft, it gets hard. When it's one size fits all, there's no narrative arc, is there? There's no storyline. It's like starting at this finale and working backwards to episode 1. But I don't know, as an autistic person, it's often quite hard sort of dating and forming relationships with the social interaction thing. I was seeing somebody in Cornwall recently, and then I went down on the train, the ticket collector came round and looked at my ticket and said, anytime days single. It's like, yes, I know! Don't do that to me, you horrible man. I often think a lot, you know, about why am I like this, you know, and what causes autism, and I think it's hereditary, because I think my dad's autistic as well. And I know this because he took a bag of his old clothes down to Oxfam, normal behaviour, and then returned the next day to check they were fairly priced. In terms of stuff your dad can get up to, that is on a par with when I came home and saw him drunk nailing an Eddie Stobart plate to the wall that he got from a trucking company on eBay. I came in, he saw me doing it, and he wheeled round and went, ooh, crap, don't tell your mother. I was like, you've had affairs, and that's what you're most ashamed of. Well, my folks are from up north, and they've got, the I can't say racist because I love them, so I'll go with traditional.